friends, Peter from FSBushcraft. Sound a little weird talking, I apologize. I turned out and got, my throat's a little hoarse. I think I got a bit of strep throat coming on, but still doesn't stop me getting out in the bush. Cole and I are out again, our usual spot. Just want to do a quick video on the second part of the first aid kits. Like I mentioned, LT Survival turned around and tagged me on the kits, and I have 3 different ones that I use. So I can say the one that I had the last time in the last video, that was kind of the medium kit. You know, I carry it for just coming out, you know, kind of like I said before, like if it was just me and Cole, or you know, me and one other person kind of thing. I turned around and carry it, and if we're not that far away. This is the one I was talking about in the video when I said about we have the one that usually sits at home, and you know, the family and that, if we turn around and go out, and you know, it comes with us in the van. We go to the cottage, it comes with us. I've taken this too, like one time anybody that's watched the videos and seen the videos, that time when Chris from Woodcraft turned around and come up, and Cole and I and Chris, and we went way back out in the bush. I turned around and brought it with me at the same time. Now, I'm not going to take everything out of it. This one I will turn around, and at the end of this video, I'll do it from home. When I go home tomorrow night, maybe, I'll turn down and lay everything out on the table, just because there's so much in it, I do not want to lose anything. And I'll go over it all. But what I'll do is just show, one of the things I have in it is a little portable blood pressure and heart rate monitor that you can turn on to take, you know, if somebody got badly injured, that's what I have it for. The badly cut or whatever, and you're waiting for EMT to arrive, or search and rescue or whatever. Like I say, with the skills and stuff that I have, it's nice to have that you can turn on and mark it down, you know, on a half-an-hour interval or something like that, so that when they show up, you can say that, you know, what the person's heart rate's been or whatever. Definitely, like I mentioned with the other one, glow sticks. Turn on having all the other. This one, because it's so big, I've got 3. Because like I say, this is made for a group, definitely for a group of 4 or more. But what I'll do is I'll just bring it up, and then like I say, I'll do a tabletop showing it all out. But it's this one's nice because anybody that you know, that doesn't have a whole lot of first aid experience or something like that, but you know, wanted to use it or whatever. So for instance, like tonight, prime example with Cole and I being out, you can open it up and it tells you exactly what's in it. So anything that's like wound care, so obviously, you know, bandages and, you know, small stuff like that. There's some burn cream, gauze, and anything for burns, so wound cares and burns. I've also turned around, and just because on the top one, I've got you know, stuff for sinuses, you know, Aleve, Tylenol kind of stuff, Tums for that stomach and stuff like that. You know, there's syringes in there for cleaning out a wound or whatever, irrigating a wound. As well as in the back of this one, the full trauma kit is in there. It's turned out and got all the extra bandages and stuff like that, as well as for doing CPR and first aid and all that. There's the mouth cover, so if you had to turn around and give somebody mouth to mouth, you know, it's got the cover on it, so you can turn around and put it over their mouth. People are kind of nervous about stuff like that. Down here you got all your gauzes and stuff. This is all basically, again, as it says there, you can see fractures and sprains. So anything in here now, there's a couple of things like Vaseline, stuff like that I've added. A little box of Q-tips, band for doing tourniquets and stuff like that, as well as the tongue suppressors, which are great. I got them in there because of the fact, definitely again with a sprain, you know, if you break a finger or whatever the case may be, you can turn on and use the tongue suppressors to turn on and support the finger. As well as in there is a finger support, which, like I say, I'll show it at the end of the video when I got everything out on the top of the table. Then at the bottom part, you've got antiseptic towelettes and ointments, pretty self-explanatory. All your different alcohol wipes, iodine wipes, all that kind of stuff is all in this side here. And then over on this side is just medical information and instruction manual. This kit actually turns out, it comes with a little first aid book, which is kind of cool. It's on the inside there. One of the big things with this one too is that it has the standard Emt Shears. Anybody that's in first aid or CPR will understand what I'm talking about. These things here, they actually, the scissors they use on the ambulance, they'll actually turn on and cut a penny in half. They're that sharp. Not that I'd recommend to do it all the time, because it'll definitely it'll dull them really quick. You know, little things like thermometers, taking temperatures and stuff like that. I have stuck in there. The after bite, duct tape, as well as the other tape. Pretty self-explanatory as well. I don't know how well it shows up in there, but as I said, with all the other kits I have, definitely a ferro rod, a way to start fire if you ever need it. Fingernail clippers, and then a good set of the tweezers and everything's in there. But that's kind of that. The kit itself, like I say, it's got the little first aid manual. Now what I'll do at the end, like I say, I'll just turn it around and throw it up on the table, kind of go over everything and show it over. But yeah, if anybody has any questions about it or any comments, feel free. Once again, I'll always turn it, I'll put it down at the bottom. And the last, so this is the second one, so the last one, there'll be a third one I'll probably turn around and do next week, and that'll be just the small little personalized kit that I turned around and have, as well as Cody is, Cody's going to turn around and do his, because LT turned around and tagged him as well, so he's got a small little first aid kit that he's gonna do as well. So that's why I'm saving the small one for last, just because Cody's nervous, so we'll turn around and do it together. But anyway. Alright friends, so this is just at home now, so I've turned around and taken out, as I said, I'd turn around and take the stuff out at home, out of the bag, the first aid bag, just to show the components that are in there, so I didn't misplace anything when I was out in the field. So doing this all just by freehand, so I'm just going to kind of start up the top and kind of go through everything that's in this one kit. So as I mentioned before, you know, I've got the blood pressure monitor, so I can turn around and you know, check blood pressure and heart rate if need be for a major trauma or something. Say the camera is shaky too, just doing this freehand. Obviously, like I mentioned before, the glow sticks, rubber gloves, the needle for cleaning out a wound or something like that. You know, afterburn, as you can see, the Tums, like I mentioned, for stomach, sinus, for sinus congestion, things like that. Some Aleve, headache stuff. Obviously, a tongue-tied space blanket, and then there's some gauze there. And all the different bandages. Where am I here? Your different bandages and stuff that I have. You know, there's small bandages, knuckle bandages. You know, little larger ones, ones for your fingertip, and then just your generic kind of a pad, just a pad bandage. The 4-inch compression bandages, obviously an Israeli bandage. The full trauma kit, which basically with the trauma kit shows, you can see there. Just kind of shows what it's got in it. It's got a couple of pair of nitrate gloves, you know, a procedural mask for doing CPR, mouth-to-mouth, a couple of combine pads, and your CPR breathing barrier, and then some rolled gauze. You just put it in there. And our 4x4 square bandages, 3x3, 2x2s, and then some cold compressions. You just kind of squeeze the bag, shake it up a bit, it becomes cold. Triangle bandages, some more gauze, larger size gauze, a C-splint that you can use to turn and wrap around a finger, Q-tips, some tongue suppressors, which once again can be turned on and used as a brace on a finger or whatever, some cotton balls, the rubber band that I said that I have, the large one for doing like a tourniquet or whatever, you know, multiple different uses it could be used for. Vaseline, pretty self-explanatory. Hand sanitizer. And then you kind of get into the little tools that are added to it. Obviously the Emt Shears, as I mentioned about before, these are super sharp. You know, they can actually turn around and cut a penny. They work that well. And of course one-handed. Now I got them stuck on my fingers. Just basically a throwaway thermometer you can turn on and put under, you know, a person's tongue, or even onto their body, under an armpit or something like that. It'll turn on and give you the temperature. Afterbite, duct tape, compass. You never know if you're in a spot, or you know a point that you're at, or what's the word I'm looking for? If there is like something of a landmark standing out, like, you know, say a mountain or whatever, then you could get a bearing if you had communication with rescue or whatever, of whereabouts you are in reference to that. And plus, you know, if it was the only thing that you had with you, the kit, then you got a way to find where you're at. Obviously, as I mentioned before, all my fire kits turn on and have some form of fire starting. You never know. That's why I've got the actual quick fire in here as well. The ferro rod, some matches, you know, fingernail clippers, pretty explanatory on that. Small multi-tool that has a mini flashlight on it as well as the small tweezers, really good pointed tweezers. I get them in frame there. They close up really nice, so you know, or splinters or whatever the case may be. And the holes on the end, I've turned around and I've heard people turn around using them for actually for ticks and things to help, you know, drop it down over the head of the tick. You can actually pull to pull the tick, to remove a tick. Around here in our parts, we don't have to worry about that so much, so that's kind of nice. Safety pins, the little first aid booklet that turns on and comes in it, a bunch of alcohol wipes, and then I always have a small notepad just for you know, if I'm going to take notes, or if you know, you had somebody that you're administering first aid to, you know, you can take notes of when you gave them certain things or did certain things or whatever, so that when emergency arrives or search and rescue arrives or whatever the case may be, then you have those notes. Some cordage. You never know what you could use it for, many different things, especially if you had to splint up a leg or something like that, if somebody, you know, broke a leg or an ankle. And then just an elbow support bandage, and then of course a whistle. I just took this off, added off an old ferro rod actually that I had a long time ago, and just added and threw it into the bag. It was nice and compact, nice and small, and definitely very loud. So makes it perfect for you know, signaling where you are. But anyway, so guys, that's kind of the whole thing. Like I said, it's everything that's in that kit. Once again, feel free, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you in the third one. Ciao for now.